What you guys, got another video here for you. We all know the new Windows 11 start menu sucks. So in this video, we're going to show you how to replace it for free. This monstrosity is Microsoft's latest release of their start menu. If you're like me and you don't like it, but you don't want to spend any money, then I'm going to show you how you can replace this with something more usable and something more nicer for free. You can't customize the standard start menu like you can see here. You can't resize it. You can't do anything with it. It's just a monstrosity and it needs to be sorted out. And you can do it with OpenShell. OpenShell is an open source project which allows you to customize the start menu inside Windows. You can download the stable latest version here or find the latest nightly build right here. I'll leave links for it in the video description. If you do have money to spare and you would prefer something even better, but it's paid, Start 11 is probably the one to go for. But right here, we're going to be using OpenShell because it is free. So once you get to this area, you can download the program, and there's also skins you can download as well to make it look even better. So we're going to go ahead and download the application. Just open up the latest version right here by clicking on latest. This will take you down to the assets and you can download the executable for the Windows-based system. For the skins, you can download whatever skins you like to change the skin of the actual start menu. I'll show you that a little bit later on. But I'm going to go ahead and download the skin and also download the program as well. So now we've got the program downloaded. Let's go ahead and get it installed on the system. It's just a straightforward installation like you would do with any Windows-based system. So I'm going to go through here, click Next, and just go through the motions here, accept their terms, conditions, click Next again, and we can click Next and then install. You should see a box popping up, say yes to the user account control, and now we can say goodbye to that nasty big start menu. Click Finish. And what you can do here is click on the Start button and you'll see the OpenShell menu right here. You can change and replace the Start button. You can also change the style, menu style here. There's 3 options available on there. This is the Windows 7 style. And you've also got the classic with 2 columns. If you prefer that, you can do. And again, you've also got the classic style, which is just one tiny strip right here, like so. Depending on what you fancy to customize on your system. I'm going to leave it on Windows 7 style right here. I'm not going to replace the Start button. I'm going to leave it as is. But if you do want to change it, you can do. And there's some advanced options right here. Now, inside here, this is the Start button options. You can customize it the way you like. If you have your own custom theme set up and you want to change the Start button, by all means do so. You've got some Windows 10 settings right here to open up the Windows Start menu style as well. And we're going to go back to here where we're going to start off with customizing the actual start menu itself. I'll show you some of the controls that you have. So these are your left click opens and shift plus click opens, your Windows key opens and so on. You can customize these by putting the radio buttons into whatever setting you want for your particular control. I'm going to leave these as default, but the main menu is another option where you can customize as well and just put the check marks into the boxes you want to use and move the radio buttons into whatever boxes you want to use here. Again, you can just leave these as default if you want to, but if you want to get all creative, by all means, you can change these settings inside here. You've got your shutdown commands here. You can change these to whatever you like. I'm going to leave all of this alone because it works perfectly fine the way it is. But some people do like to tinker and change the size and width and delay of how it opens and closes and the actual main size of the display of the menu. If you want to make that bigger, you can do as well by customizing it to the way you like. On the search box tab here, we can change the search box and what it actually does. If you don't need the search box on the taskbar, you can hide that and use the OpenShell start menu search if you want to. It's entirely up to you. The menu look is how you're going to change it right here. This is to do with all the fade and the slide and so on. If you really want to get creative, there's probably tutorials online that show you how to do that. I've already created a shortcut for the desktop so you can quickly gain access to the settings panel. Your actual start menu hasn't disappeared. It is still there and you can access it still. But if you want to change the skins, you can do. I've already changed it to this new, nice, darker look. I do like these dark look type themes and skins, and you can download these off the internet and just drop them in the skins folder. It's that simple. So again, you can add in what applications you want on this side of the panel, and you can even change it if you want to something more like a Windows 10 style start menu with the little tiny tiles. You can change it if you want, or you can leave it with just the text shortcuts right here, and you can customize all that as well to the way you like it on your start menu. This is much more usable and much more easier to navigate and get to places very quickly rather than using the big bulky start menu that Microsoft have released to you. So like I said, it's not going to break your operating system. It's basically just replacing it. It hasn't removed it and uninstalled the start menu. It's still there, and you can access it by clicking on the start menu windows up the very top of that start menu. So let's have a look at the tiles. These are the tiles. If you want to add the tiles in, you can do, and put whatever tiles you like here. That's if you want to use tiles instead of the text. If you want to go back, by all means, just change it to the Windows 7 style, or you can remove that part of the feature from the start menu, and we've gone back to this sort of start menu, which is what I prefer myself. Now you may be saying, what about if I live in a different country and have different languages? Well, you can change the language as well on this start menu if you want to, and there's plenty of other things up the top like menu look or context menu and customized start menu, and there's plenty of other things like taskbar as well if you want to customize all of that. There's plenty of creative people out there that have got tutorials and also skin packages you can download. You can check DeviantArt for some of those as well, or there's people that might have even put them on forums on the OpenShell site. You can download them and use them. So let's take a look at the taskbar right here on Windows. If you want to tidy up the taskbar to make the start menu look a bit more nicer, I would turn off task view, widgets. I would also turn off anything that you don't need. For instance, I would line it to the left. If you want it on the left, you can do. And also, you might want to remove that search box because you got one on the actual OpenShell. So just hide that if you don't want to use it. Also, you can remove some of the icons down here and tidy this up. You can uninstall these if you don't need them. I'm just going to unpin them for now because I want it just looking a bit nicer for this video so I can show you, and you should have something a little bit more organized and a bit more usable compared to that monstrosity that Microsoft have released. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section down below. If you haven't joined our Discord server yet, the link is in the video description. It's a brand new Discord server. Basically, we've got links on here for loads of useful free software. We're going to have some batch files and other stuff on here as well in the useful stuff section. We've got wallpapers. We've got a bunch of different things that are being added. It's going to take a bit of time to build. I'm still working on it, but with you guys' help joining the server and also helping out by building up the community, we should be back up and running in no time at all. We do have a tech support area here. We also have a free voice chat. If you're 18 plus, you can join. There's also a place there for YouTube members if you are a YouTube member. Anyway, but that said, my name has been Brian from briteccomputers.co.uk. Big shout out to my YouTube members. I appreciate the support. Have a lovely weekend, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.